Welcome back to Capitol Review. A man faced charges after police say he broke into Pennsylvania's governor's mansion in the middle of the night and set a fire. It left major damage and forced Democratic Governor Josh Shapiro and his family to evacuate. It happened during the Jewish holiday of Passover. Police say the suspect, Cody Ballmer, said that he planned to beat the governor with a hammer. Joining us now on Capitol Review is Seth Kaplan. He's a reporter with our sister station in Harrisburg, WHTM. Seth, welcome to Capitol Review.
Good to be with you, Mark.
We're glad to have you, Seth. Many people want to know, how could something like this happen?
Well, that's the big question, because I can tell you, having been to that governor's mansion there, as I know you have too, security is generally tight when you show up and walk in through the front door. I was there, and this is important in the context of what's going on for an event during Hanukkah, where media, elected officials, we all had to stand in a long line out the door, check from head to toe before we could go in there for that event. And yet here's somebody who simply scaled the fence and went in, had an easier time getting in as it was than firefighters did. They actually had to break down that fence. So the one person who shouldn't have been getting in there got in a little too easily. And there is an independent review that's going to happen here of security at the governor's residence, because you see there on your screen the damage that this one person with homemade Molotov cocktails managed to cause.
Seth, I know this just all happened just a week ago. Is there talk now about making sure that this doesn't happen again?
Well, exactly. And by the way, if you're wondering where I am right now, Mark, I'm at an event where the governor and his family, the first family of Pennsylvania, are thanking first responders by feeding them lunch. So the people who served and saved them over the weekend saved their lives, saved a very important piece of property here, at least mostly, despite the damage. But yeah, the focus now on making sure this doesn't happen again, because clearly that was a big vulnerability. Focus also on giving firefighters what they need to be able to fight fires like that, because fire chief in Harrisburg made a point of saying that firefighters need more resources, and so the question is, what can not only localities but the state, and who knows beyond that do all this, of course, in the broader context that we are not in an era of government funding at the federal level increasing here, right? So states, if anything, are going to have to do more.
Seth, the alleged attacker facing several charges. Has this been described as a hate crime yet?
It has been described as that. It's being investigated as that. There's a lot going on here. You have somebody who's described as being mentally ill, yes, but on the other hand, expressed opinions about the way Palestinians, for example, are being treated in Gaza, those sorts of things online, and immediately before and after the fire. So there's all of that. He knew that the governor was there, because the governor posted that he was there holding a Passover Seder, official Passover Seder, in the hours before the fire started. And so yes, it's being investigated that way. There are calls for it to be perhaps charged as a federal hate crime, but that's all working its way through the legal system right now.
Seth Kaplan, thank you very much for joining us on Capitol Review.
Thank you, Mark.